It's Jordan. It's Jordan. See, now I'm broadcasting right now. And see, look, if it shows those numbers, that means they can hear y'all.
Wait, it can?
Yes, they can. I'm not stupid, Cody. Right.
You saving your day?
Is this one of the new suits you got?
I been had all these. I had this suit before I first got the game.
Can't you play the game on PS4 too?
No. Well, I can get it on PS4, but it costs money.
On here it costs free?
No, my sister bought the disc for me.
Oh.
Okay.
Huh? Look at this cool trick. Look at this cool trick.
What?
I seen that trick already.
Yeah, I saw it too. And look, how you saw this trick
I saw it on a
though?
YouTube video.
How you saw this trick though?
Nope.
I'm done killing. Oh no, I'm not. I'm just gonna kill him already. Slam on the ground.
You saved the holiday?
Yes, I saved the holiday. And look, the phone is on 1%. It's down 1%. Level.
This your phone?
Don't touch my phone.
It's on 1%.
It's finna die.
Then go charge it up. Oh,
See? See?
Let me see. I need to see.
6%.
I need to see it.
Don't matter.
Spider-Man, save the day.
What?
That's cheap.
Alright, let me just go up here. After I get done doing this armor crown, y'all wanna go outside? Cause,
Yeah.
Alright, hold on. I'm gonna put my socks and stuff on.
Where's some tennis shoes? With a weak still.
Bruh, hold on.
Wait, did you go invisible?
Yeah, I'm invisible. They can't see me.
Do your thing.
What thing?
That thing that you did to the other people.
Oh, that shot
So
blade.
they can die.
Look, here go all the, no, wrong thing. Here go the moves. Here go all the moves.
Wait, what happened? I do the
And look, I know how to do this one.
What?
This, and then you tap, and then,
Tap.
I
yeah.
seen that move before.
That move, you seen it? Oh yeah, I seen it too.
Now do
See, look.
it.
I can't because these people keep on shooting me. Tap. I'm gonna swing you to him, then swing you to them, then I'm gonna swing you, come here, then swing. Oh, almost died. No. Y'all bet I can't stay on 11 HP without dying. I can stay on 11
I thought you
HP.
was Batman.
I can stay on 11 HP without dying.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Let me see.
No, you better not shoot me. Bruh, stop. Leave me alone, boy. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Bada. Give me a bada. Look, now I'm gonna do this. Stop. I think I'm done.
The car just turned off like an idiot.
Oh, wait. Oh, I think I died. Yeah. You know how to play this?
No. First try.
Alright, hold on. I'll let you play until I put my socks in my shoes.
I look down.
I'll let you play until I put my socks in my shoes.
I'm gonna go and take the room.
Watching the computer play that spot out here. Hell no. Yeah. Boy, yeah, crazy. Everything goddamn won't. You gonna shoot right there and ask you what else you outside the play. Right? He's shooting some shoes outside the play. He already don't even know how to take care of no shoes.
Someone reported a civilian being attacked.
Carl. Stay. I'll do that.
What's done? That's like Carl.
Joe.
Eh?
Come on.
I already got my shoes and stuff on.
Okay,
Then you coming outside with us?
Mm-hmm.
To play? Alright. Come on, run. Yeah, we can't run. You can look under us. Like that. No.
Games this week to rest his injured right ankle. The King will miss tomorrow's highly anticipated showdown with the Clippers, as well as Friday's game against the Blazers. LeBron had missed 6 weeks with his ankle injury before returning for 2 losses this past weekend. And there's some concern he'll need a bit more rest before ramping up for the playoffs. So, Shannon, what does this tell you?
LeBron James is not even close to being 100%. He's probably out there like 65, 70%. And the thing is, when you're dealing with these, and this is an injury that I've dealt with, the thing that I was able to do is that I didn't practice. I ended up just shooting the ankle up and playing. Well, Skip, you can't shoot a guy's ankle up every single day, because basically every other day, so you can't do that. But when he realizes that I'm not helping my team at the level in which I'm out here, that's not good enough. And it does not matter. Play in, play out. First seed, third seed, fifth seed. If LeBron James is not healthy, the Lakers aren't winning. They know that. Everybody that covers the game of basketball knows that. Everybody that watches the game of basketball knows that. If LeBron James is not healthy, the Lakers cannot win a title. It's as simple as that. He's not close to being healthy. So they say, like, okay, we last played the other day, so let's see if we can give him a week. So he's going to miss Thursday, he's going to miss Friday. I think they on Sunday. Maybe they bring him back Sunday. Maybe they don't bring him back until the following Tuesday. They can steal some more time, get him some more recovery. But Skip, I'm not surprised by this. This ankle, this injury is tough. You saw what he did to Christian McCaffrey. He missed the remaining of the season. We saw what he did to Michael Thomas. He missed 8 weeks and didn't catch a pass in the game in which he came back. Michael Thomas once caught over 150 balls in a game, in a season. So I know what LeBron is going through. This ankle, this injury is really tough, especially for a guy that size that is asked to move. His whole thing has been predicated on being able to get to the paint, being able to finish, and he's a shell of himself. I saw it when he first got there. You don't believe it? I text Steve. I said, Steve, he's not even close to being himself. Steve is your research guy. I said, he's not even close to being himself, and he's not. So hopefully this extra week will give him a chance to get closer, but the likelihood of him being 100%, I know he said he won't ever be 100% in his career. I think that was hyperbole. I think he does realize he's not going to be 100% this year. But without him being somewhat close, they got no chance, Skip. They got no chance.
So help me out. Whatever happened to that storm warning that he issued a couple of weeks back on social media? A storm is coming.
It is coming.
You don't think that he had worked out with his team? You don't think he practiced with the Lakers before he posted that? You don't think they had at least gone up and down at what you would call scrimmages?
Skip, let me tell you. I came back and I was out there practicing. I said, I feel pretty good. Because, Skip, I'm not going 100%, but I was like, man, I feel pretty good. And then come game time. That ain't walk through. That's not, okay, Shannon, don't hit Shannon, don't do anything. I got to step on the gas. Man's out there, I'm running like I got a flat tire. And if you ask him what it's like out there, I guarantee he'll tell you the same thing. Skip, you want to be in the step. I used to put my foot in the dirt, and I'm up out of here. I put my foot in the dirt and get out right there. What the hell you doing there?
Okay, so I have a question.
Yes.
If LeBron James hadn't shot an air ball with a minute left against Sacramento in his first game back last Friday night and then missed the game winner long back iron at the end of that game against Sacramento, a very embarrassing home loss. And if he hadn't not been himself, they got embarrassed by Toronto at home in the next game. If they had won both games, do you think he'd still be playing?
No.
I do.
I don't.
I think it was embarrassing to him. Maybe he wasn't 100%. Maybe he felt he was 92%.
Stop, Skip. You know that many equals.
Okay, well, now I'm looking.
He'd still be out there.
Okay, now I look at the schedule, and here's what's coming. A storm is coming, and it's the rest of their schedule because they got to face the Clippers tomorrow night at Staples. And they got embarrassed by the Clippers way back on opening night, and they're going to get embarrassed by the Clippers again. And by the way, did you see the Clippers last night? Toronto is just red hot right now. They are a handful. And guess what? Playoff P said, you know what? I got this once again. Can we see Playoff P just to remind everybody what's happening with the Clippers? This is with a couple of minutes left. It's a tie game, and he says, you know what? I got it. Nobody else wants it. I got it. Boom, up 3, that was basically the ball game. Thank you very much, Playoff P. So that's what you're up against. Rondo actually had a rare bad game last night, and they were still just fine. The second unit is about as good as the first unit, and it had kind of an overall bad game last night, and they were just fine. They won that game against Toronto just the way they're going to embarrass you tomorrow night on your quote-unquote home.
Give me 10 points then.
No.
No,
I'll go ahead up for 5 games right now.
No, you're going to embarrass.
Oh, okay. Well, you're going to get embarrassed. Then you have to turn around the next night, back-to-back, and go to Portland. LeBron's like, I don't want any part of those Clippers, and I especially don't want any part of having to go up to Portland on back-to-back. Well, then you got Phoenix on Sunday at home. Guess what? Phoenix has won 5 straight and is suddenly edged ahead as the number 1 seed in the West. You want a part of that? I don't think so. Then you got the Knicks. Well, we know we talked about the Knicks with our man Michael Rappaport yesterday. What have they done? They've won, 12 out of 13. 12 out of 13.
So now we hype in April and May.
Okay, well, I'm just saying this is what you have left because I am hyping this. The thing that LeBron wanted somebody fired for, the thing that he first suggested.
Let's get stopped.
Okay, well, he did first suggest the premise of it, the possibility of a play-in tournament. He just didn't want to be a part of it.
Context.
Okay, context. But the point is, you are in dire straits of falling into the play-in because right now you're only a game up on Portland. You're tied with Dallas. They have the tiebreaker. So right now they're 5th and you're 6th, but Portland's just a game behind at 7th, and you got to go to Portland on Friday night. And then I just told you Phoenix and the Knicks, you get one game, you get Houston at home on Wednesday, but then you have to finish at Pacers, that's no walk in the park, and at Pelicans, and they'll probably be playing for nothing but just a little pride, and I don't think you can win that game.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, they're taking shots. Forgive the NBA for trying to do something that's fun and somebody objected to it. Hey, you're not even in playoff games, so why you worried about the fun that somebody else might be having, David Griffin? The only reason you got a job is because of Goat James.
Okay, well, Goat James better be worried about the play-in tournament right now, and he better save his team from the play-in tournament, but apparently he's going to dunk the Clippers, and I don't know how long he's going to dunk, because there's a lot of dunking to be had here, because there's high risk of embarrassment if he's not 1,000% in these games.
LeBron James is healthier than what he displayed the first 2 games back. I'm not worried.
Well, is he coming back at all? Is he going to play any in this regular season?
Yep.
You believe that?
Yep.
Well, you talk about him like he needs a wheelchair, and then the next breath you say he's coming back. Well, if he's as bad as you say he is, he shouldn't play any of these games and just try to suck it up and be ready to play.
If he's that bad, he shouldn't play at all. If he don't play in the regular season, he shouldn't play in the postseason, right? If you hurt, you hurt.
I don't know. Is he that hurt? When he said, I'll never be 100%, I thought that is classic excuse planting for the rest of your career. I always have an excuse. I'm never going to be 100%.
I said that was hyperbole.
Okay, I got it. I thought it was too. I also thought there was method to the madness because he wants everybody to think, well, I am in year 18. First he wants to say I've had the greatest year 18 ever, but I'm now mortal. I'm human.
Did he lie?
Well, he was honest on the way to having it when he had played the most minutes in the league. And I kept telling you, Shannon, this is crazy. This is self-destruction. You can't play that many minutes. You can't lead this league in minutes in year 18.
So why James Harden get hurt? Why can't he get hurt? They weren't playing the minutes, so why they get
They're
hurt?
not Iron Man like your guy is.
So why they get hurt? Why Giannis get hurt? Why Kawhi get hurt? Why Paul George missed 13 games? Why Joel Embiid missed games?
Well, why do you throw them in to the same pot with this guy? He's the ultimate Iron
Because
Man.
I'm saying injuries are a part of professional sports. They happen. He's been one of the few guys that's been able to dodge the big injury. 2 of the last 3 years, he had nothing.
You see my shoes?
What did you
She
say?
said, Samson, bro.
Shit, I ain't but a little bit.
That's what we're done. You drunk the juice or Coke? Ain't no Coke. I just seen the Coke down there earlier. You want to play it in there? You got the
Oh, no. Yeah, one of them a little bit.
Do you want the juice?
Yes. Shit, y'all might be able to do it tomorrow.
What?
Everybody pop one back on. You pop one right
I want you to take the same chance to me. We could have went to school together.
Damn sure good.
No, they hear that so much too.
Sure.
We've been out of school so much.
Too much.
We gotta
Show
go.
them get your boy.
Why you not? That's my plate right
You
there.
got done line.
Dad, give me that plate.
This is not your plate.
Dad, give me that plate. You can just fix
I'm
some
gonna
love.
put cheese on this.
No, let me have this one. I said thank you. All right. What's cup? This your cup. Real. Your cup right there by that furnace.
You say you want some cheese on your own.
I understand that. Dad. It's not that good in this mac. So what's that stuff supposed to be? I don't taste it, the cheese and stuff.
part of the Democratic Governors Association. But of course, she's not a governor. So how is this going to work?
Well, look, she's an executive leader in the district working on all of the things that Democratic governors are responsible, from continuing to save lives, get folks vaccinated in our fight against COVID, to every other meaningful issue, from voting rights protection, healthcare reform and access, educational investments for every single one of her constituent and families. And that's exactly what the Democratic governors across this country are doing every day. And this partnership is an incredible announcement to really reinforce that's what we're dedicated to, and that's what we are about. And we're delighted to be able to make this announcement today.
Mayor Bowser, the House passed a bill to make D.C. a state last month, but now Governor Manchin, Democrat of West Virginia, says that he doesn't support it. So is it DOA?
No, it's not DOA, and let me thank the governor for her leadership of the Governors Association, and her willingness to embrace the city, county, and state that Washington, D.C. is right now. Like she said, we function as a state in so many ways. We're treated as a state throughout federal law. And what's missing is 2 senators to represent us in the Senate. So what will be just like every other tax-paying American. What we know is that we have work to do in the Senate, and we have strong allies. The President of the United States has issued a very strong statement supporting statehood for D.C. Senator Schumer has been very strong in his support for D.C. Statehood. And so we know that they're going to work with Senator Manchin and others so that this is an issue that's finally resolved, a wrong that is finally righted in our democracy.
All right, we'll follow that and see what develops. In the meantime, Mayor, while I have you, I want to ask you about your new guidelines for reopening D.C. It's getting a lot of attention. Here's what you're saying. Beginning May 1st, multi-purpose facilities and venues may host events such as weddings, provided that there may be no more than 25% capacity in any room or up to 250 people. Here's what's getting a lot of attention. Standing and dancing receptions are not allowed. What good is a wedding without dancing, Mayor, and why no dancing?
Well, I think there's a lot of good to a wedding, like people starting off their lives together and doing it in a safe way and not doing it in a way that puts themselves or their guests in danger. And let me be clear, on May 1st, we were proud of our residents and businesses who made conditions in D.C. such that we can start opening up these facilities. An alternate headline may be, now you can host a wedding in Washington, D.C., a regional meeting. You can have your friends and family for a family reunion and birthday parties at our hotels and restaurants. And just like our restaurant guidelines suggest, is that you have to be seated to enjoy the restaurant.
I see that. We'll give you a minute for your earpiece there. In the meantime, Governor, let me ask you about your restrictions. You're doing something interesting. You're saying that when New Mexico, it can reopen when 60% of the population is fully vaccinated. That's interesting because that's the incentive model. So you're telling people, hey, you want to reopen fully, then everybody needs to go out and get fully vaccinated. And not every state is doing that. And in fact, I'm wondering if you think that President Biden should take a page from that and say things like, you'll get more PPP or restaurant funds once you can show that everybody involved is vaccinated.
Well, I will tell you that I am incredibly proud of the president. He did exactly what we needed in the White House. He followed science, it's evidence-based, and he has leaned in and led to make sure that Americans can get access to vaccinations and to make sure that our COVID-safe practices, are still robust across the country. And it's put New Mexico in an incredible position. So I do think telling people, look, at 60%, we know that we create a baseline of immunity. I think that's where the president is going with 70% at least having one shot. We we need as much, right, of that baseline across the country to protect us from variants that are here, more that are potentially coming, so that we don't regress in our fight against COVID. And I think that the Mexicans will make President Biden and Vice President very proud. We're likely to get beyond that. And I do want to point out that even though we've created that incentive, we've been very clear that all of our very strict COVID-safe practices will remain intact, including mask mandates for everything except the CDC guidance for individuals engaged in outdoor activities and small vaccinated groups. So we're going to really stay the course to continue to protect the Mexicans.
Is there dancing allowed in New Mexico, Governor?
Well, I'll tell you what, if you're socially distanced and you're wearing a mask and you meet the other requirements with our level of vaccinations, yes. But okay. I will say,
right, and
I want to give the mayor, it takes courage to be really clear about what constitutes high-risk activities and behaviors, and it is something that Democratic governors are leading in this country, evidence-based.
I hear you, but Mayor, just is there any way that you would reconsider with masks on and say a card that shows fully vaccinated that you'd allow dancing?
We're absolutely considering opening more activity as our case rates go down and our vaccination rates go up. And that's in our hotels and that's in our other venues.
Understood. Mayor Bowser, Governor Lee Grisham, thank you very much for covering all of these topics with us. Great to see you.
Thanks for having us.
Victor.
No, a wedding reception without the electric slide? Never seen it. Never seen it.
I'm not sure it's ever happened.
All right. So let's talk about this new exchange in the national debate over how to teach the ugliest parts of American history. A Republican state lawmaker in Tennessee is arguing that the 3/5 compromise, which counted slaves as less than a full person, was well-intentioned, that it was actually aimed at ending slavery. The chair of the state's Black Caucus is with us live.
The past year, I've tried to convince every celebrity I know to switch to Mint, but none of them will because they can't imagine paying $15 a month for wireless. It's just too inexpensive. I know a celebrity who paid $497 for a latte heated by a dragon. Now, I can't say who that is or if I'm married to her. But the point is, I'm giving up on snubs and bringing Mint Mobile to Target stores across the country. Now, can somebody please carry me to safety? No?
What?
Because whatever I want to play.
Why do you call your bed in one call?
The nightmare again, Maxine. The world was out of Wonkaboss.
Relax. You just need digital workflows. They help keep everyone satisfied and happy proactively. Let's workflow it. Then you can stop having those nightmares.
I would miss them too much.
Whatever your business is facing, let's work.
What's your password?
ServiceNow. Welcome to the back of your mind. This is where we learn how to eat. We do? We do. And who knows the weight loss starts right here, using psychology. Heard of it? I mean, if you have, I have. So what's going on?
I'm a talking dog.
The other issue?
Oh, I'm scratching like crazy.
You've got some allergic itch with skin inflammation. Apoquel can work on that itch in as little as 4 hours, whether it's a new or chronic problem. And Apoquel's treated over 9 million dogs.
Nice. And the talking dog thing?
Is it bothering you?
No, itching like a dog is bothering me.
Until dogs can speak for themselves, you have to. When allergic itch is a problem, ask for Apoquel. Apoquel is for the control of itch associated with allergic dermatitis and the control of atopic dermatitis in dogs. Do not use Apoquel in dogs less than 12 months old or those with serious infections. Apoquel may increase the chances of developing serious infections and may cause existing parasitic skin infestations or pre-existing cancers to worsen. New neoplasias were observed in clinical studies and post-approval. Most common side effects are vomiting and diarrhea. Feeling better?
I'm speechless. Thanks for the Apoquel.
Oh, that's what friends are for. Ask your veterinarian for Apoquel. Next to you, Apoquel is a dog's best friend.
10 years ago, we found a Loan Depot because we were confident we could deliver the American dream of home ownership to individuals and families across the nation. At Loan Depot, we know home means everything. There are never enough hours in the day. So we made classes you can take at any hour. Take online classes anytime, day or night, at University of Phoenix.
A heart attack? Do they have life insurance?
No.
But we have life insurance. John.
I'm trying to find something he can afford.
Fortunately, in only a few minutes, Select Quote found John a $500,000 policy for only $29 a month, and his wife Ann a $500,000 policy for only $21 a month. Go to SelectQuote.com now and get the insurance your family needs
at a price you can afford. Select Quote. We shop, you save.
Conversations. Sometimes you agree, and sometimes you don't. But conversations can create change. Let's talk.
United States of America with W. Kamau now. New episode Sunday 6 on.
I need you to remember as much as you can find out who did this. She's a needle in a thousand haystacks. The ground is just falling out beneath you.
The hunger for the inexplicable affliction.
Being different from the defect of